The simplest form of sequence similarity analysis is the longest common subsequences problem, where we can allow the operation of only insertion and deletion, and we can eliminate the operation of substitution. A subsequence of a string V, for example, we have a subsequence of a string that is called a V string, and the subsequence is the sequence within the V string that is in the order form, but it is not necessarily that the subsequence that is the part of the string V is also should be consecutive. So it could be in the order but not necessarily in the consecutive form. So if we have a string V having this sequence ATTGCTA, then AGCA and ATTA are subsequences, because we can see here that the A is here and we selected A and written A here. Then in the order form we have selected G, it is in the order form. Then we have selected C, this is also in the order form after G is C is present, and then we have selected A. So these A, G, C and A, they are in the order form. Similarly, A, TTA are also in the order form. We can see here A, T, T, A. So they are in the order form. But these two sequences T, G, T, T and T, C, G, they are not subsequences because they are not in the ordered form. And we can see here that the first alphabet is T. This is T. Okay, this is the first alphabet. Then G is also in the order form. T is also in the order form, but the last T is not present after this T. So this is not the subsequence of this V string. Similarly, T, C, G, we select any of the T, then C, then after C there is no G. So it means that this is also not the subsequence of this string. So a common sequence of two strings is a subsequence of both of them. A common sequence of string, for example, V is equal to V1 to Vn, and for W, W1 to Wm. So as a sequence of position in V, 1 should be less than or equal to I1, and similarly I1 should be less than I2, and I2 should be less than I3, and it should go up to Ik, and in turn Ik should be less than or equal to the number n. And similarly for W is the same position, 1 should be less than or equal to J1, J1 should be less than to J2, J3 and so on up till Jk, and Jk should be less than or equal to the characters that is in the string, it should be less than M, such that the symbols at the corresponding position in V and W, they should coincide and they should be equal. So VIT should be equal to WJT. And we see here that the TCTA is a common to both this one and this one. So we can see here TCTA. So red is T, this yellow is C, purple is T, and A green. So it is in the order form. Similarly, we can see here this is string V, this is string W, and for string W, this is also a subset of W. T red, C yellow, T purple, and A green. So this TCTA is a subsequence of both V and W strings. Typically, there are many common subsequences between two strings V and W, some of which are longer than others. It is not immediately obvious how to find the longest one, SW, VW. If we let SVW be the length of the longest common sequence of V and W, then the added distance between V and W, under the assumption that only intersections and insertions and deletions are allowed, that is dVW, and should be equal to n plus m minus 2SVW, and that corresponds to the minimum number of insertion and deletion needed to transform V into W.